Okay, I don't know if it's gonna start raining again or not. It's been like, it'll sprinkle a bit and then it'll stop and then it'll sprinkle a bit and then it'll stop. And being in a shed, that's fucked because you can't hear a thing. Also, if you spot my eyebrows, just ignore it. I cannot be fucked. It is too hot today. I keep sweating them off. So this is the story of how I got stuck in like cyclonic weather. Basically what happened was, it was Saturday, like, I'm sorry this is shaky. I'm not really sorry. If I was that sorry, I'd do something about it. Anyway, so basically it was Saturday, this week that's just gone, and me and my boyfriend had just ordered a pizza from where I work, which is like one town over. And they said they were going to be in like 30 minutes or something, and so I thought, cool, that gives me time to go get money out from the street and get more coke because, you know, we were getting pissed. And I was going to also get smokes, but anyway, what happened was my boyfriend asked if I wanted an umbrella to like walk to the shop with because it just started raining just as I got off the phone to the pizza place, and I was like, nah, I'm not scared of a little rain, she'll be right. And he's like, are you sure, like you're gonna get drenched? And I'm just like, meh, there's a lot of lightning and thunder, I'd rather get drenched than get electrocuted. And so I start walking down the road. I just, in the back of my mind, I had this thought like, what if this like suddenly turned hectic? Like what if the wind picked up more and like just knocked a tree over it, crushed me and killed me? And, you know, I was just like, yeah, whatever, just think to myself, I like long romantic walks by myself in a fucking cyclone is what I thought next, because my boyfriend called me just as I hit the main street of town around the corner from the shop I was going to get money, smokes and coke from, and he's like, are you okay? It's just rain, it started raining really heavy here, and I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm pretty wet now, and the gutters are overflowing with water and shit everywhere, but I think I'll be right. And then suddenly all the power just goes out in the main street around me. And he's like, we just lost power here. I'm like, yeah, I think this storm's actually going to be pretty bad, so I'm just going to hurry to the shop and I'll be back soon, and hung up and stuff. And I stepped back out into the rain and was trying to put my phone into my bag, and the wind suddenly picked up really hard and like nearly blew it out of my hand. And then like it started raining just like way harder, like I couldn't see anything at all. And you know, so I start running along this little side street back alley thing to like get to this shop because it's fucking pouring down and the wind is literally howling around me so hard the rain hurts me. And I hit this little back alley street thing from the alley I was walking along, and it's like half a foot of water that's running. I'm just like, oh fuck, and I start running faster. Well, basically what happened is I got to the shop fine. It was the door I had an issue with because the power was flickering on and off at the shop. Their door was stuck open, so I thought, awesome, door's stuck open, I can just run straight in out of the rain. No. I went ass up in the middle of the doorway and it was raining sideways, so I was still getting rained on. This is what happened to my knee. Hard to see. There'll be photos at the end of the video anyway. There'll be like a minute slideshow of photos of the storm and my knee and selfies I took in the rain before it fried my fucking phone. Anyway, so yeah, I slide into the shop and go ass up and bung my knee, and everyone's just like, oh my god, you okay? I just like laughed it off. I was in that much shock I forgot I wanted smokes, and because of the power issues the FOS system was fried, so they couldn't give me cash out, so I just got coke. And then I'm waiting in the shop and it starts hailing, and we've managed to force the doors shut, but the hail's coming in underneath them. And the other customer that's stuck in the shop with me turns around and they're like, is that supposed to be happening? And I turn around too to see what it is. The shop is flooding. Water is coming in from the back door and they can't fucking stop it. So I'm just like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I need to pee anyway and there's no toilet here. So I just leave, I go. And I have to wade through what is now a foot of water and branches running through this little side alley street to get to the pub where they have a toilet. I get there and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? They can see like my legs bleeding out, I'm soaked. I'm just like, how fine, I just need a piss and I need some like napkins or something for my phone because it's not waterproof. And they're like, do you want some tea towels? I'm like, no, I'm really good. I go and use the toilet And anyway, and so then I'm leaving there, and I like stopped and had a quick chat to the chick in the drive-thru because she found a lost dog, but all the like heavy storm and shit scared it off before she could tie it up. She ended up finding it and tying it up when it came back anyway. Anyway, so then I'm near like the train tracks, which is like halfway-ish, just before halfway to my house from the shop. So I found my boyfriend when I'm like halfway back home. He's got an umbrella and he's found a pigeon that was in shock and couldn't fly. So yeah, he like rescued me and a bird. And we're like walking back, and like there's like branches falling down in like the park in the main street next to us and everything. It's fucking hectic. It was honestly a little bit scary. And there's like kids' toys fucking in gutters and shit getting washed away, like big like kids' cars, like the kind they actually sit on and ride themselves. Anyway, so we're like walking home and shit, and it was pretty hectic. Like shit was blowing everywhere. Fucking all the wash bins at the service station were like blowing away and all sorts of shit. Fucking trees had gotten ripped out of the ground and signs bent over in the time that I was in the shop waiting for it to pass a little bit. So obviously that had been the worst bit, and luckily I was in there, otherwise I'd be fucked. Anyway, so we get home and my phone's not working anymore, and I'm just like, fuck. And then we see my 4-year-old nephew's trampoline, and it's like pretty well on the clothesline. Like if it had been like a foot further to the right, it would have been in the house. But it's not. It's on the clothesline and it's bent it. Me and my sister had fixed that clothesline. Well, she had. She broke it anyway, from what I've heard, so she fixed it, but then her kid's trampoline rolled into it in the storm and bent it back the opposite way. There's pegs everywhere, toys everywhere. I found a bit of fucking weatherboard off of the house rolling down the driveway, like all sorts of crazy shit. The next day I even found out that we've lost the entire back paddock to branches. It was fucking full on. But yeah, so I'm like, fuck, everything's trashed. And it actually rained that hard that the shed I'm in now, it rained through the roof, like up the middle of the roof. There's all this shit up to stop rain coming in. It was raining so hard, it rained through that. And I put everything I don't want to get wet in the middle of the shed, because how's it gonna get wet in the middle? It rained that hard that it rained on all of that shit. Fucking everything was soaked. I was seriously like so pissed. I was just glad that the bed, the TV and the PlayStation were like the only things not wet. But yeah, it was pretty fucked. And we ended up calling the pizza place off my boyfriend's phone, like, if he can still get through, like, we've got enough money out in cash. Turns out we didn't need to go get money out. And they're like, oh, well, we've been trying, but there's a tree down. Our town is isolated, we can't get to you. So we're like, okay, fair enough. And we call a different pizza place, which is in a town, one town over on the opposite side. And they call us back and they say, we can't deliver to you, you're isolated. I'm just like, well, fuck. Okay, so basically all the towns are just getting cut off by floodwaters, fallen branches and fallen power lines at this point. And we didn't have any food or power. Like, we had nothing. So we have then waited for the storm to finish dying back down, and we have gone to the pub that I went to go to the toilet for dinner, because they still had dinner on for like 15 minutes at that point. But because of all the power issues and stuff, even though they have their own backup power or something, all they could cook was chips. So yeah, I had to have chips for dinner. And then the power didn't come back on until like, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know what time it was actually. It would have like maybe just after lunch the next day. But yeah, it was a pretty full-on storm. But yeah, me and my boyfriend were also like the only people home. Like we lived with my mum, my sister, and my sister's kid, and no one else was home. My sister was stuck like 20-30 minutes away at the markets with her boyfriend and some of his friends holding down a portable gazebo, like, oh fuck. Just standing there in floodwaters holding down a portable gazebo because they had nowhere to go. Meanwhile, she's saying to them, just let go. And they're like, why? And she's like, oh, it'll be Mary Poppins. But yeah, it was quite an interesting storm. It wasn't actually a cyclone, it was borderline cyclonic for like a good 5 to 10 minutes there. And I was stuck out in it, which was shit. I can't think of a whole lot else. A lot of trees came down in the caravan park next to where I live. So a lot of people like lost their homes in that, which was really sad. But luckily, because we have had trees fall on the caravan park before and they've actually killed people, like they don't just destroy their homes, they kill the people that live there. And luckily that didn't happen this time. So now I'm probably just gonna have like a minute or so of slideshow with lots of pictures, mostly of aftermath, because my phone didn't start working until like an hour before I went to bed, and when it finally did start working again, I had like so many missed calls from everyone, especially my daddy is calling like, is everything okay? Are you okay? Because he lives down the road and he couldn't get through to me. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't even get any videos of the storm because my phone just, it wasn't working for me. It was so hard to even just get a picture. It just was not doing it for me, and then it said it was overheating and shut down because it was so waterlogged. It's working again now. That's how I'm recording this. It somehow still works. If the audio's fucked though, blame the fact that it got so wet. So that's about it. Gonna have a slideshow now of like some pictures, so enjoy that. And if you don't like slideshows of storm aftermath and idiots taking selfies in the middle of really bad storms, then you can just leave right now. I don't care. But don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because that means a lot to me. It doesn't really, but you know, it would be nice.